In the icy Arctic wilderness, the polar bear stands as a symbol of strength and survival, perfectly adapted to their harsh environment. These bears use their thick fur and body fat to endure freezing temperatures. Hunting across the sea ice, they dominate the frozen landscape. Yet, with climate change, their future becomes uncertain, turning their story into one of both resilience and vulnerability. Here in the Arctic, survival is an art of patience. Nala exhales, glancing at her two cubs trailing closely behind her. Polar bears like Nala, they're designed for this environment. Her thick fur, the layers of fat insulating her from the cold. She's built to endure. But today, even the strongest are struggling. The sea ice is retreating faster every year, and Nala knows food is running out. Her pace slows as she spots a patch of ice ahead. Nala's life as a mother revolves around the hunt for seals. Seal hunting is an art of patience. Polar bears rely on breathing holes in the ice where seals surface to take air. It's here that Nala spends hours, sometimes days, waiting for the briefest chance to strike. Days pass, and Nala's frustration grows. Hunting seals is never easy. The animals are swift, cautious, and often out of reach. Nala tries again and again, moving from one breathing hole to another, hoping for the chance to catch her next meal. Her cubs, once full of playful energy, are now growing weaker. Talik stumbles as he walks, and Nuna no longer chases after him. In the harsh environment of the Arctic, polar bears like Nala fight every day to provide for their young. After hours of searching, Nal spots something in the distance. A seal. Nal pulls the seal onto the ice. The cubs eat eagerly, their hunger temporarily forgotten as they tear into the fresh meat. For them, this is a moment of survival, a reprieve from the hunger that has been gnawing at their small bodies. Nala's successful hunt on the ice floe has given her cubs the food they need to survive. For polar bears like Nala, each hunt is a chance to provide. But the challenges of the Arctic are never far away. As the aurora begins to brighten, the green hues deepen, spreading across the heavens like a flowing river of light. Driven by instinct and the need to feed her cubs, Nala begins to move farther from the ice, toward the coastline. In search of any food source, her usual hunting grounds have provided nothing, and the hunger gnawing at her body forces her to take a risk. Polar bears, when pushed to the brink of starvation, sometimes venture closer to human settlements in search of food. For Nal, this is a dangerous choice. Humans are not natural prey, and interactions with them are risky. But for a mother with two cubs to feed, the promise of food outweighs the danger. As Nal and her cubs scavenge through the garbage, the village remains quiet. But danger is always near. Polar bears and humans are not meant to coexist. Nal makes her way across the frozen terrain toward the distant glow of the village. Nal moves cautiously. The air is cold, and the village is quiet under the cover of night. The shot rang out, sharp and final. After 2 years of Nal's death, the Arctic remains as harsh and unforgiving as ever. This is the most dominant polar bear in this frozen expanse, a beast of unmatched strength and power. The seal, unaware of the danger below, slides effortlessly from the floe into the water. The polar bear lunges with explosive force. The polar bear closed in on the seal beneath the water. The polar bear's jaws closed around the seal. The polar bear charged in, undeterred by the snarling wolves. Despite their fierce resistance, he overpowered them with brute strength. The pack, outmatched, could only watch as he stole their hard-earned meal. The polar bear, now fully grown and powerful, is Nala's son. With the same strength and determination that once defined his mother, Talik, the son of Nala, stood strong in the Arctic wilderness, the same icy terrain where his mother once roamed. He had grown into a massive and powerful bear. Inheriting her resilience and the ability to survive in the harshest of environments. Talik had mastered the art of hunting and surviving, just as his mother had taught him in their early days. He is no longer the vulnerable cub who had depended on Nala. Talik was the strongest bear in this frozen world, unchallenged and unbroken. The Arctic is his home, and here he reigns. Talik is the king of the ice, carrying forward the spirit of those who came before him. An unyielding force in a land that demands nothing less. Even after the loss of his mother, Talik kept living. Survival is not just about strength, but the will to carry on. Even in the most unforgiving of worlds, the will to survive, passed from one generation to the next, is what defines the true strength of life. The will to survive is stronger than any challenge nature can offer, even in the Arctic's darkest moments.